Well, let's make a start to stream. Hello, Fuke. Good to see you. I don't think it's customer service. Depends what you're here for. It could be customer service, like all things depending. Yeah, I'll let you see the game. I love it. It looks gorgeous. Like, look at this. Like, that is just lovely to look at. The loading screen had my man riding a horse statue with its head flying off. So, that was very nice to load it up. I'm going to quickly go through this. That is the wrong resolution, so I do want to fix that immediately. It's on full screen, that should be fine. Yeah, that's all good. Shader quality, yeah, brilliant, will do. Do we have subtitles? Streamer mode? Yes, perfect. Get rid of copyrighted music, please. That is amazing. I'm so happy we can turn that off. The Twitch integration, on the other hand. I mean, yeah, sure. Give me a second. We need to quickly hide this, I think, while I get it set up. I didn't expect to have Twitch integration. This is a new Sunday stream now. I am doing Twitch integration. But Twitch integration is so much fun. I love it every time. I need to quickly get my streaming token, which you're very much not supposed to just be giving out to people. So yeah, I'm hiding everything away just briefly. I'll be just a moment. I need to try and figure out how I get to it again. I'm loving the music too. Like, this is just nice chill music, isn't it? This is where I get the stream token? Primary key. That's not what I need, is it? Yeah, no, I need to get an actual Twitch token. Okay, you can actually see the game then. Twitch tokens don't matter. I thought it was a different thing. There you go. I say game, there's not much game just yet. Twitch token generator, let's see. I'm not entirely sure what it wants Twitch token wise. I know there's a thing for it, but it's been a while. No, I found the wrong thing. Is it this one? Twitch chat password generator. This one seems about right. God damn it. What did I do? Is it just my name? Surely not. I actually set this up beforehand. I just thought I'd start streaming as soon as it loaded up. Okay, let me just look up a guide. I'm sorry for this. This is very professional. Let me just quickly look this up. Apparently there's a Reddit thing on it. You need to add the extension to your channel. That'll give you the token. Okay, so I need to go add an extension to my Twitch. We need to get a new one. Give me just a minute to get that sorted then. Extension. Disco Elysium. Companion. Perfect. Okay, this should hopefully be me now ready. We have established a connection. Okay, that's good. I now want to set it as an overlay. Perfect. You now get to vote and stuff. Oh, this is gonna be fun. This is gonna be a grand time. Now, is there subtitles or did I miss that? I do want to play with subtitles, hopefully. You can change the in-game language. But no, I think we're fine with as is. I'm not playing with controller, so I'll keep vibration on just in case it surprises me. Is there not an option for subtitles that on just by default? Might just be counted as dialogue text. In which case, I'll turn it up slightly. Never mind, it's not a slightly thing, it's either this or much bigger, I'd imagine. Hands on board when I approach them. Okay, no, I want detective mode, I don't want tutorial one. I'll figure out what I'm doing, it's fine. Time to do a new game, where I get to pick a character type. Could be a thinker, extremely intelligent, very bad with people, knows interesting facts and comes up with original ideas. High intelligence, low psychology, or psyche even. So yeah, bad with other people. I'm not very strong, but my body's pretty quick at moving and such. Second, sensitive. Very psychological. Magnetic personality, but unstable. Might begin to lose his mind. Yeah, that sounds interesting. Physical, extremely physical, interacts the world through his body, gets things done, but dumb as a rock. But no, we're going to create our own. I'm going to take one of the defaults. Thinking, probably I'll make it based off of roughly myself. So just... And... Next. You can actually do that, I was doing that as a joke, no, we actually want some stats. Please. Okay, what are we thinking? Also, we might need to refresh the stream. I'm going to quickly close it on my phone and bring it back up, see if there's a different overlay that appears. There should be a Disco Elysium overlay thing. Who knows? Maybe it's working, maybe not. Thinking... Put that up to 3, that up to 4, this up to 4. I'm very much not good at moving around. Like you've seen how bony I am, I mean, look at me. I'm practically a skeleton. Is this about right, would you think? Or maybe that? Sure, that'll do. I do have good reaction times and such. Like, I do think I'm good at that. I'm gonna say this. Net skills. Or signature skills? Okay. That's a lot of things. I only get to pick one to start with. Logic, weird raw intellectual power, deduce the world. Call upon all your knowledge, produce fascinating trivia. Practice the art of persuasion. Enjoy rigorous intellectual discourse. Play the actor. Lie and detect lies. Understand creativity, see art in the world. Reconstruct crime scenes, make laws of physics. There are a lot of these. Hand-eye coordination and such, that just seems boring down there. What are these ones? Take the blows and such. Oh yeah, this is just my physique. That's not going to be very good regardless. And here, yourself together, keep your morale up. Hunches and gut feelings, dreams and waking life. That sounds interesting. Understand others, work your mirror neurons. Intimidate the public, assert yourself. Next to Station 41, understand cop culture. Charm men and women, play the puppet master. Thinking either rhetoric or drama sounds fun. What do you think? I mean, you're saying drugs. It's electrochemistry. I mean, you could just go all in on drugs. I have one physique though, that's really not gonna go well. That's not gonna end well for me. No, you're saying no. Alright. Thinking maybe just rhetoric. Rhetoric could be fun. Because that man looks like he's eating a bit of paper. That one's just weird to look at. I do kinda like it though. I don't like the whole idea of lying though. Like, I don't like lying in games, it's just mean. Let's go for rhetoric. But I'll be able to get more of these later, I'm pretty sure. For now, let's see what happens. I can slander. Like, I can slander perfectly fine, don't you worry. The furries are at home in the mirror. It is furies, but I'm saying furries. This is their address, even the clearest water is if deep enough can drown. The furries are in the mirror, I don't like it.
There is nothing, only warm primordial blackness.
Respect voice
You're conscious ferments in it, no larger than a single grain of malt. You don't have to do anything anymore.
Ancient reptilian brain. I love it.
Ever. Never, ever.
Yeah, keep on not existing. Or never ever. Okay. I'm gonna keep on not existing, I think.
An inordinate amount of time passes. It is utterly void of struggle. No ex-wives are contained within it.
I love this. I feel I need to move my camera though. Let me just move myself over here for now. That'll do. Give me some more.
You got it, sweet brother. Nothing upon nothing upon nothing.
I'm loving this conversation. This is daft. I'm having a great time. I'm not even 5 minutes into the game. I better get some more of this to oblivion.
Smooth passage.
I mean, I like pain and burning light and wanting things from people who don't want to give them to me. Sounds nice, but no, we'll get more nothing.
Nothing down to fuck all borough.
Why is this? This is great. Return tip to the silence. Let's visit the ancient Zero home. Look, there's I am tired of this type of animal, and who gives a shit? Ancient Zero home.
Elder one. It has always been like this, and it always will.
This is amazing. I'm loving this so much already. Don't stop, keep singing. Sing me the song of death. It doesn't sound good. I'm gonna say, wait, no. I need to bottle myself instead.
Do you really?
Don't be naive. Of course not. I want to sail the inky blackness until forever ends.
The song of death is sweet and endless. But what is this? Somewhere in the sore, bloated man meet around you. A sensation. Like a fly to the ointment, your conscience sticks to it. The limbed and headed machine of pain and undignified suffering is firing up again. It wants wants to walk the desert, hurting, longing, dancing to
Disco
disco
music.
music.
I'm loving this so much. I need to move the chat, don't I? Let me quickly move that. We can have that over by my webcam again. That's fine. Mother, help me. There's a head attached to my neck and I'm in it. What are these options? They're amazing. These are the best options I've ever seen. Stop, I don't want to hear anything more about the sensation thinking back to formless thing. No, option 1.
The stench of liquor rises from your mouth, and with it, an ungodly headache.
The limbic system talking to me. I appear to be horrifically hungover. Help, someone cut my head off. It's trying to murder the rest of me. Like, I'm laughing a lot at this. I'm having a grand old time. Who am I? What sort of creature does this to their own mouth?
A fiery streak penetrates your skull, trying to force your eyes open. It's a sound, a clarion call from hell.
Somehow, you know what it is. A caprice Canadian motor carriage.
Yes, lovely encyclopedia. You've done me good. I know it's a certain type of car. And here we go. This is our main character. This is who we play as. Completely hungover and nothing but my underwear and socks. Down there, because I have seen a little bit of this game, I currently don't have a proper portrait because I don't remember what I look like. That's how hungover I am. Let's maybe get some clothes on. Perfect. That's me dressed enough now. Hold tab to highlight. I mean, I've got a tie on the fan, I should maybe pick it up. First, let's go to the mirror. We need some help.
A mirror hangs above a bent and broken sink. In a fierce discharge of masculine energy, someone has ripped half the faucet off. Hot water sprays from the base and steam covers the mirror. You cannot see yourself, just the outline of a man. Suddenly, you realize you have no memory of the face that awaits you there, underneath the soft vapor.
I'm gonna assume I don't have a face.
Really, all recollection of the person you are, the people in your life,
I'm just doubting the
and
fact
world
I've
you're
completely
in, is
forgotten.
drowned in a sea of blood alcohol. This was no mere night of drinking. It was a deluge of world-ending proportions.
Wipe the
As
mirror.
you slowly
We'd have a look.
reach your hand towards the surface of the mirror. Abort. You clearly have not thought this through. You won't like what you see there, and you will never unbecome it.
This is great. Inland Empire. It's telling me you're not gonna like what you see. Please don't do it. Maybe touch it first to make sure there's nothing wrong. Yes.
There is definitely something wrong with it. Where to even begin? There is the bloatedness, then the swollenness. It's like there's an upholstery of alcohol underneath your skin. Bet you
Just
are.
touch everything.
Your nose feels like a small balloon in the middle of your face. It hurts when you honk it. It doesn't appear to be a particularly tiny nose either. Not with all the drinks it's absorbed for you.
I'm scared. I want to
Don't be
stop.
scared. It's only your face. It's not like anyone's going to see it. It's not.
At least my tongue's
It's
okay.
swollen and snail-like, wriggling between your fingers.
Well, let's just go. I'm not gonna look at my face. Words fail to describe the rank smell in here. Fish of scent of what? Billows in the bathtub, wine, beer, and sweet liqueurs. But we need to grab a shirt. We're about dressed now. Need to go interact with this fan, however.
This fan has two chain pull switches. One ends in a tiny fan, the other in a light bulb. A truly horrific necktie has somehow attached itself to one of the blades.
I mean... Okay, what do I do? First real decision of the game. Do I just try and grab the tie straight up? I've got a 58% chance. I could just get it to stop moving. That would probably help. I mean, should I? Yeah, I'll pull the fan, and I'll try and grab it now because the fan's turned off. Yeah, that's much better, I feel.
You swoop up and catch the tie. Snap. It's released from the blade. What you have in your hand is a truly hideous necktie with 4 or 5 different patterns. The knot reminds you of a noose.
Well, I guess pull the light bulb?
Mistake. Turn the lights off immediately. You can practically feel the photons burning a hole in your brain.
Ah, bring it on. I've damaged my health. I've damaged my health by turning on a light.
You feel something in your chest, an unnatural pressure. It's spreading to your left arm, your
How did I
jaw.
lose health? I'm sure it's just heartburn.
No, it's many years of combined self-neglect and self-abuse.
Try to
All
remain
you
conscious.
feel is pain and weakness. You have to surrender now. We all do. It gets so dark. You don't even see her face. Like you always thought you would. You only see pain and fear.
Well,
Cop suffers final heart attack. A detective lieutenant of the RCM passed away yesterday. His death, though abrupt, did not come as a surprise to those who knew him. He was the heaviest drinker I'd ever met. Captain Ptolemy Price, the deceased superior officer, commented, "That ain't easy on the ticker." He loved his liquor, sure, said
just
Detective
dead.
Chester McLean, friend and colleague. But I think before he ever had a heart attack, his heart was broken. According to an official statement given by the RCM, the officer was on the brink of solving a murder case.
well, that was Disco Elysium. I enjoyed that a lot. That was great. But yeah, that's all of Disco Elysium. We've completed it. I enjoyed myself. We should really come back to it sometime. No, but we're gonna just immediately start again. We can go up to 6 for some things. That seems unnecessary, I'll be honest. Okay, let's go to something like this. That should be fine. That's about what we had last time. We'll take rhetoric again. We're gonna speed through all of this. I didn't expect that to actually just end the game because I turned on a light. Yes, the furries are at home in the mirror. We all know this to be true.
There is nothing. Ever. Never. Ever. And
Just keep on not existing.
This
This is great.
An
Lovely.
awareness creeps up on you. A mass lies hidden in your
That's
dead
new.
angle, soaking in some lurid acidic sauce. It's bloated and shameful, a ball of meat surrounding you. This is a terrible line of questioning, and it will only lead to more awareness.
I want to know about the X something, I think.
Ex-love, ex-tenderness. It is foolish of you to resurface to the loss. Not after all the damage you've suffered to get here. Some of it irreversible. Stay. Sail with me through the abyss of pelagic zone.
I'm gonna get off.
You wouldn't like it if I told you what was back there. Why'd you think you had to bludgeon yourself into oblivion? Or did you not sense yourself marinating? Poured so much on yourself, got a bit carried away, did we, Chef?
Fear and apprehension. You should ask what's out there first.
Okay, this is my conscious brain making a decision now. I don't care, I'm an idiot. A brave
Somewhere
idiot.
in the sore, bloated man-meat around, like a fly to the oil.
The stench
Yeah, now
of
we just
liquor
keep going
rises,
through.
the fire.
Somehow, you know what it is.
I'm loving this game, like insanely. What does pressing that button do? Is this the thing I use to let people make a choice? Is it? Oh. Like, are things coming up for you? Because I can't see anything on my phone. Okay, I'll like go to this.
This
Again.
fan has two chain pull switches. One ends in a tiny fan,
I then do
the other
this.
in a light bulb.
Oh,
A
that
truly
looks
horrific
promising.
necktie has somehow attached itself to one
It
of the
gives you a
blades.
moment if you then type 1, 2, 3 or 4? Maybe? You're typing 3 but it hasn't done anything. Okay, maybe you need to refresh your stream something? I don't quite know what's going on. I'm gonna try opening my stream, but I'll open it on browser. See if that looks any different. Elysium companion, vote and dialogue options, boost my stats. Okay, if I go to configure it. Okay, I'm gonna get a new stream key for it. Give me a second. Let me just put that one in. Or make sure it's deleted first, then I'll put it in. Connect. Alright, that's definitely connected now. If I then go to watch my own stream, I'm gonna do a quick test again. Just leave for now.
This
Alright,
fan
go back.
has two chain pull switches.
Press the
One ends
thing.
in a tiny fan,
Ah!
the other
Okay,
in a
there's a
light
thing that
bulb. A
appears.
truly horrific
And you can
necktie
click on
somehow
things.
attached itself to one of the blades.
I mean, yeah, that's fine. I know how it works now, that's all good. Well, option 3 it is.
Terrible mistake. Turn the lights off immediately. You can practically feel the
Swear if
photons
you-
burning a hole in your brain.
Swear if you do. No,
The lights,
I refused.
the
I'm just-
blades
I'm gonna get dressed. I can get dressed
What you have in
fine.
your hand is a truly hideous thing.
All good. That's me now dressed. let's look at her face first. I want to know what I look like. This door here. It seemed to open. Let's just look at my face in the mirror. Yes, we've seen this.
You realize as you slowly abort. You clearly have not thought this through. You won't like what you feel.
Don't care, just look at the face. Oh my god, look at that image. I look fantastic.
You have no idea who this thing is, do you?
It's like a
It appears you're also
superstar.
dead. There's clearly rigor mortis on your face. Oh wait, is that an expression? Are you trying to make an expression with that face? Why?
I've no idea, it's just there. I'm not making it, the face is making itself.
It's horrible. You're scaring yourself.
No, this is what superstars do.
You can't, can you? It's like it's not even voluntary anymore. You have worn that grin into your face, and now it won't come off. What does it even mean? What is the emotion you're trying to convey?
Well, chat, let me know. What am I trying to do? Superstardom? God, I don't know, it's indescribable. I think it's supposed to look suggestive. I'm afraid it's meant for the ladies. Insinuating that I'm vaguely sympathetic, I think I'm sort of pulling it off too. In a sad has-been kind of way. There is some charm to it, or an expression of pain. Apparently, superstardom is what it is.
You should check yourself for a pulse, superstar. From here it looks like a cadaverous spasm. You find no sign of life on your swollen neck. However, putting your hand on your chest reveals an irregular heartbeat. You appear to be alive, for now.
Okay. Deep into mind, try and locate the source of expression. Let's see.
It belongs in the new, the third decade of the current century. Enough time had passed from the failure of the revolution.
I'm loving this
For a
so
fleeting
much.
moment, free market economy seemed like the ultimate,
know what that
uncontested
button
way of
does?
life for our species. Things were good. It was smooth sailing. People made gold and champagne-tinted interiors and facades to suit the times, calling this the new style. But more importantly, disco happened. For Revachol, your city, that meant only one thing. Guillaume le Million. If it doesn't rhyme, you're not pronouncing it right.
Thanks, drama. I
Out of the
appreciate
dazzling
it.
swirl of disco music, in an open-air boîte de nuit somewhere in Revachol West, Guillaume's blonde mane appeared on the screen. He sang some bullshit. Then he made the expression.
So I adopted it. I feel I need to add clicking sound when I make it. Yes.
The click is used to spur on a horse. It also features heavily in Guillaume le Million's regional mega hit, Don't Worry, Your Pretty Little Head.
Perfect. This is a mess. What am I up to in this game? Anything else, like who am I? Why did I drink
You
myself
have
into
some
blood?
understanding of the near history of disco. The rest is darkness. Aside from the useless fact that the motor carriage outside was a caprice canema.
Well, I guess that's it
Doesn't
for the
have
most
to.
part.
You can swoon over Guillaume and his champagne-corked smile whenever you want to. Maybe some of the stardust will return.
Now, 3% chance to stop the expression. No, we're gonna leave it be. That's not happening. We should just get ourselves dressed. Come on, let's figure out what's going on here. What looks like a broken window?
The window stands broken in its frame. Cold wind blows in.
Assess the damage.
The shards face outward. Whatever broke this window came from the inside.
I break it with my own
A fine
hands.
web of scarring covers the back of your right hand, but none of it is recent.
did
More likely a
this.
projectile than a held object. There are no fragments on the floor from pulling a tool back in after impact.
Wait, what am I doing?
Something you've done before.
Assess the
It
size
is
of your
too large
impact.
for a bullet, yet too small for a piece of furniture. You're looking for something heavy and larger than your fist. Like the green shoe that's on the hat rack in the corner, which, coincidentally, is missing its friend.
I am a great detective, look at this.
Congratulations. You smashed the window with your own shoe. Now you only have one. If you're lucky, you can still find the other on the balcony outside. The door to it should be outside your room.
I don't need it. I don't need anyone. No, I should go and get that shoe.
Cold wind gushes in. Your toes curl up from the cold.
Let's just keep getting myself dressed. That seems to be the way to go here. That should now be me, hopefully fully dressed and still somewhat hungover.
You hear
What's
a
this?
jingle. Keys are clinking in the pocket of your flare-cut pants. It says, whirling in rags, on the aluminium keyring. There is a single key on the ring. The number 1 is etched on it. It should open the door.
What are you thinking of this so far, Fuke? I've still not left my room. I'm having a great time. Empty cassette case because it's all been pulled out by me the night prior. Tape players playing on empty. And take a single shoe. Bottle on the ground. Just a bottle of, I'm assuming, wine. Red wine by the name. Now I've got my key, can I open this? I still can't. And yeah, I guess go outside then. And hopefully the game will let me speed up a little bit before long, because this is quite slow. I'm just stumbling around. Okay, there we go. I'm actually walking now. Got some money. I'll take it. Look at that. I'm rich. Yeah, let's go out to this balcony and try and find our shoe. I think we need our shoe, I'll be honest. Kind of important. Especially if it's raining, you don't want damp socks. There we go, we've completed the
There
pair.
they both are. 2 identical shoes.
Task
Both
completed.
copiously green and indiscriminately snakeskin. Reunited on your feet. Like 2 baby crocodiles.
Yep, like 2 baby crocodiles.
Good. They're balanced. Comfy. Feels like the only good thing about you right now, truth be told.
I think the reason I died earlier when I took that 1 damage from the light is I do just have the 1 health. I'm that fragile. Well, the sea makes me dizzy. Okay, so we're in a coastal area of some kind. That's possibly useful to know. I'm assuming from when we died we are some kind of policeman or something. God, we've got a lot of these. I can internalize this man. You know what? Let's internalize it. What happened to him? We'll research it in our mind. Apparently that's a thing you do. Great. And we do have items and such. Bullets, meaning we can get a gun. Alright, this is interesting seeming. Looking forward to seeing just what goes wrong next. Look at this calendar, get the
officer.
dates. We've got calendar, and let's talk to a woman. I mean, you've got a lovely face
The
for
young
it.
woman raises a cigarette to her lips. Her eyes are brown and her face is speckled with birthmarks. She can't be more than 28. A silver jumpsuit falls off her like scale armor, sparkling. This is the sparkle of too many nights out on the city.
Officer, am I military personnel?
No.
Okay. She's confused by it. I'm very confused by
Because you're
what
a
kind of
police
position I'm in.
officer, sir.
Yeah, well, what do you think, chat? There's a few options. Yeah, that's fair enough. I'm a policeman, don't you
Okay,
forget it.
cool. I won't.
And to be alarmed is just getting into character.
Okay.
How did you know I'm a police officer?
Sure. You've been here for 3 days. On official police business, as you put it.
And what
Couldn't
is the
say.
business?
In truth, so far, mostly drinking.
I could do a slight challenge, but I don't think that's gonna work. It's apparently made better by the fact I said I'm a policeman in a very assertive way. I don't remember being a cop or anything else. In the right mind would let me be an officer. Yeah, who in the right mind
Don't be
would?
so harsh on yourself. They let almost anyone be a police officer.
I don't remember being a cop or
Could it
anything
be
else.
because of the drinking?
She hasn't had time to put her makeup on. This is her morning cigarette. She looks tired, her beauty waning faster than it ought to at her age.
Let's just
course.
leave.
Be careful, officer. They don't like the police around here.
Something stirs in you as she's
That's not
about
good.
to go. Call it an instinct, a need. The need to ask questions. It's like you've said the words 1,000,000 times before. She looks back at you, a light glinting off her eyes.
What if I don't want to ask questions?
You're a cop, Harry. It is unnatural of you not to want to ask questions.
Got my name. I'm Harry. We don't know what kind of a Harry I am, but I am a Harry.
Yes?
I have a few questions. Okay, I can ask what the year is. No, what is it they have against the police?
The dock workers are pretty cocky. They think they're police enough. At least here on the coast. I can't say about the rest of the city.
And your room is next to mine. Did you hear anything last night, such as my shoe going through a window?
There was the usual ruckus. Loud disco music.
Did I have any visitors?
I couldn't say. It's impossible to hear people speaking from over here. Oh, yes. Various artists. Ostentatious orchestration prime among them.
Oh, that. Yeah. Whoa. The less said about OO, the better.
Wait, what?
Oh, were huge where I come from. I was very young then, of course. Like 7. Life gets hard, but we go on.
In that case, doesn't life get hard because we go on?
It mostly just gets hard, doesn't it?
It would appear so. At around 2 o'clock, the disco stopped and there was a change of pace. A slow, sad song started playing, like organ music on repeat. That went on for quite a while. Some of the time, you were yelling along to it.
By singing in this sort of empty case of small church in St. Saints.
Yes, there was a church in there, a really small church. like the smallest, saddest church in the whole world. It was about that. And also
What
that
else?
it doesn't matter anymore and that we're alone now. It was difficult to tell. The song itself was very quiet and soft, but you sounded like a winded boar, sir. It was hard to understand what you were singing on top of it.
I'll take that as a compliment because it's identifiable as something. Cool, like a wild beast.
Yes, it was very cool.
It's impossible to say whether she's being sarcastic or really means it.
Then you started screaming and trashed the place.
Okay. Yeah, that sounds like it's a
The
very
window
me
was
thing.
smashed. The tape player, probably. The song stopped. And furniture, too. A real destructathon. There was screaming. Then I think you passed out.
Alright. Please tell me there wasn't anything else.
There was. I think you screamed that you
I'm just gonna move my
didn't want to
webcam.
eat this type of
Just 'cause
animal
I've
anymore.
noticed you can't see my
You may have
actual
misheard,
character.
but it was
There you
sort
go.
of memorable.
I'll move it down slightly so you still see the bit go. There we go.
I went out afterwards. Everything was quiet by then.
Okay,
Like 4 or
that seems
5.
about all I should ask.
And
I
that
don't
was
want
it.
to ask what year it is. That's not great. That makes me seem a bit incompetent. And I'm not going to ask where here is. There's bound to be a sign.
Glad to have been of assistance.
Expect this, and get an autosave. I left a nice long stub in the ashtray, it's still smoking. Could you knock on our door? I won't. Got a newspaper? Second edition of a satirical newspaper. Doesn't sound like the most useful newspaper then. This work is tough, take breaks. I'm fine taking breaks, yeah. I'll likely be doing that at some point. Mad at me for not doing... No, I'm not doing that expression. I may not be the most sensible, but I like to think I'm sensible enough to not do that. Can I try singing? Please let me get on stage. No? I can't sing, that's a shame. Music is seasoned of static.
You should totally sing karaoke here, the first chance you get. Your emotions need to be expressed. People need to know your vast, oceanic soul.
My soul's cubic content is obscured by the hangover.
Of course, at this point, precise measurements of your soul can only be performed from the outside. It needs to be heard, through a PA system, by other people.
This goes well for theory I'm developing, that I am a down on my luck superstar person.
Who is mistakenly identified as a cop for his prominent jawline? Yes, sounds likely. You should probably go on stage and pose for a moment when you're done with this thought. See if it works.
Okay, what should I sing?
You should sing the sad small church song from that tape you found. Thought it was obvious.
Of course. I'll really get engaged in my soul. Yes!
Serves them right. Wipe that smirk off their face with your sad, tragic, small church song. Who's laughing now? No one. You would need another copy of the tape first, though. The one upstairs is destroyed.
Okay, I need to find a new copy of it. That is a goal worth having. Let's just interact with environmental stuff before we go talking to anyone. Water cooler. I can take some healing. When you've been wiped clean, the word Monday is on it, so we know it's a Monday. Okay. That's good. We've learnt a little bit. Catch glimpse of Union paraphernalia, a strike poster, some sort of red pendants. And it reads mess hall reserved for Union members, doors open. Okay, 4 o'clock. Okay, what is this? Royal pinball machine, it's unplugged. Got a very prominent looking man there. I'll talk to this woman.
Hello, sweetie. You shouldn't keep your colleague waiting.
Oh, that's my colleague. Okay, we keep him waiting for a little bit longer then. Walk straight past him. Vault of rum. This man already drunk? Is this from last night? Sleeping dock worker. Okay, a man is sitting at the table wearing mud-caked boots and roll-down overalls. Back of his shirt reads Wild Pines, encircled by a logo with a
A
tree.
colourful piece of plastic is dangling from his carabiner. Makes your fingers itch. On the counter, rolled out of his open hand, you see a blister pack of headache medicine.
Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to get the plastic instrument.
It's a dock worker's ID, doubling as a shift card and a job permit.
ID?
A young, able-bodied man stares back at you from the photo. Santiago S. John.
Okay. 72% chance. What are you thinking? I could also steal his medicine. You're thinking I give it a go. Well, I guess we're gonna give it a go. See if we can steal this.
Your fingers find their way into the shackle, flicking open its spring-loaded gate.
And you're
The
telling me
metal
to
loop
sit again.
holds the plastic ID and a leather-bound pocketbook.
There you go. And
The
the
man
man?
emits a loud snore. Is he about to wake up? Doesn't look like it, but you never know. Better be quick.
I'm not gonna steal anything, I'm just gonna swipe through the pocketbook.
You find a black paper note with a woman's profile on it. Seems like this woman lived centuries ago. The note says 5 real. It feels nice and greasy.
I'm not stealing a document, that's cruel. I'm not doing
The
it.
sleeping dock worker has little to say about your actions. He
I'll leave him
remains
be,
silent.
we're not taking his pills either. I'm sure he'll need them from the state he's in. Oh, we're not just stealing the man's pills. The door closed for the winter. Let's talk to this person.
A man in his late 20s stands behind the counter, inspecting a stuffed seabird. As you approach, he gives you a sideways glance, then looks down again.
Yeah, look at the bird.
A competent work of taxidermy. The white and brown seabird lies among piles of coasters and drying mugs. One of its wings broken. The man is trying to mend it. Looks like the bird was ripped off the shield that was used to mount it, most likely on a wall.
That was me, wasn't it?
This is the great skua. The seabird is the symbol for the discovery of the Insulindian Isola, the part of the world you are in right now. The small steel tag says as much. The great skua. Stegosaurus skua.
Let's offer to help.
Look, your buddy is over there. Why don't you go and talk to him, okay?
Well, yeah, I know which one you're gonna say, but I should ask. Yeah, had a feeling. There's apparently a third person watching. It's apparently dude. If you are there, let me know what you want. It's fine if you're just watching in for background noise.
He pretends not to hear you, concentrating on the bird instead.
Right, I'll leave. I'm gonna stick with my assumption that I was the one who broke that while I was in my just very much drunken state. Let's talk to our friend.
A bespectacled man in an orange bomber jacket is tapping his foot on the floor. Looks like he's waiting for someone. You.
I've read my task book. I've read it once, I'll read it again. I just need to find the tape with the song, that's all. It's a sufficiently tragic tape. That's all. I've already found my other shoe, I managed that one nice and easily.
As you approach, he narrows his eyes and extends his hand in greeting. On the sleeve of his bomber jacket, as well as on its back, are the same enigmatic white rectangles as on your blazer.
I'll shake his
Hello.
hand.
I'm Kim Kitsuragi, Lieutenant, Precinct 57. You must be from the 41st.
You realize he's waiting for your name.
Invent a name!
Concentration makes you squint your eyes. Your name should be deep gold and orange, like a forest fire looming on the horizon, but mixed with the stench of liquor rising from your breath. You're 2 steps closer to it, but there are still many to go.
It is not yet time.
Okay then.
Processes information, then disregards it.
It looks like we had a little scheduling error on Sunday. Saturday too, actually. Have you had time to talk to the manager here?
What he means is, he has been trying to meet up with you for 2 days, but you have been otherwise occupied.
Yeah, no I haven't.
Then we should ask him for a rundown of the area. Get me up to speed. I understand the scene is out back, right? It also wouldn't hurt to assure him the police are finally here. In full force, I mean. Have you mapped out the initial interviews?
I mean, because I'm the poll again, Fuke. I have a feeling. I have a gut feeling. It's the police. I'm aware of a police
Right. And the interviews?
man.
At the
Lots of
57,
interviews.
we like to prepare an initial list of persons of interest, and then just skim the surface. Prepare the field, get to know the players. You don't do that? Maybe it's not an inter-district practice.
I
Okay,
haven't done it.
We'll have time
no.
for that after we take a look at the coroner's case. Have you removed the dead body from the tree?
I'm gonna just do firm no.
So, the body is still in the tree.
This is
First
the
time.
first time you detect a weariness in the lieutenant's voice. It is obvious he would have preferred for the body to no longer be in the tree.
Where it has been hanging for 7 days straight. We should go there as soon as we are done talking to the owner.
Okay, he's so sure I'm from the police. No, I can't remember
I can see
anything.
you drank last night and the night before, and that you are still drunk now. But I have seen officers go through worse. Much worse. If you need something for your headache, there is a general store nearby. But as I said, the dead body should be our #1 concern.
Okay, let's get
You,
going then.
Officer.
If you're about to embark on an investigation, shouldn't you have a badge?
You mean you don't have a badge?
I have my badge, I'm a policeman and I have my badge.
Oh, if you didn't have your badge, then that would be very bad. You would need to report it on my shortwave. But since you do have it, we can go straight to the task at hand.
Lovely. Yes, I've got my badge. I'm a policeman, I promise. I promise. Okay.
The man with the unimpressive beard notices you approaching. He drops the ledger he was holding and turns to the lieutenant.
Find my badge and gun, I would love to.
Mr. Gart, right? You run this place.
Yes.
I am Kim Kitsuragi from Precinct 57. This is an inter-district investigation, so joining me from Precinct 41.
I mean, yeah, do a poll. A poll will work. What are you thinking, Fuchs? Currently in between names. I mean, yeah, that sounds about right.
Fantastic.
Like when you've left your band, but you haven't decided on a solo artist name yet.
That's wonderful, really. I think so. But there's a dead body out back. No one wants to work in these conditions. It's been a week.
Sir, I understand your concern, but we are here to do a job. And for us to do it, I need you to stay calm.
Yes, of course.
I know it took us a while to arrive at the scene, but it also took you a while to call us. It was you who placed the call, correct?
No, I only just got here. It was probably Sylvie who called you. She usually works the bar here. I'm only temporarily taking over her duties.
Do you have her number?
As a matter of fact, I do.
Lovely. Look at me,
This
detectiving.
sounds like something you can use to call this Sylvie later.
You said you just got here. From where? Are you a local?
What, of Martinez? No. I live
Know
in
where we
China.
are now. We're
I
in
only
Martinez.
sometimes come here to keep an eye on the place. This is just one of the many cafeterias I manage.
But you still know your way around, yes? In case we need directions.
Yes, I know where some things are, but as I said, I don't live here. I just used to work here. And I'm not going to start working here again, if that's what you think.
I didn't imply that. Detective,
He probably means this is where you step in and ask your questions.
No, I'm good. No, ask some
His face
questions.
expresses profound doubt in your having this. Ask him about the body's location before asking if he killed him. People give up information in the more innocuous questions, which you can later use in the more sinister ones, not vice versa.
Where exactly
Behind
is
this
it?
building, there's a courtyard. They hoisted him up on a tree there. That's easy. See that door there? First you exit through that. Then, to your right, you should see a big hole in the fence. A really big one. You can get to the courtyard through there. No need for the keys. The hole is big enough for the Franco-Nigerian cavalry to fit through.
Why did Sylvie
She
go?
went away because none of your business.
Have they not been telling you you're a cop?
Oh my god, everything is my business.
Okay, you got me. She went away because of the dead body out back. And because I asked for her number. That's why Sylvie went away. I hope you appreciate that.
thank you.
His notebook cover. Number is safely tucked away in a small pocket.
I asked an employee out. She didn't want to come, but felt obliged to. It was a bad idea. Now, what is so goddamn fascinating about that for you? It's got nothing to do with the lynching.
This stuff gets on my nerves. I'm a feminist. Guess like to be thorough. Everything is something to do with everything. Probably right, shouldn't have asked. Like, what were you thinking? Like, a lot of options. And we can really annoy this man if we want. I don't know what that is. I don't know what that button does. I'm a feminist.
What?
That's right, if there's one thing about myself, it's I'm a total raging feminist. You heard me, the phallus in your ear I said you're a feminist. Not a feminist, just wanted to see the look in your face. Now, you heard me.
Is that so? Mr. Feminist?
I just read before it leaves his mouth. That's great, that's all for now. Yes,
Not
let's
so
go.
fast, Mr. Feminist. You owe me 130 real.
I try and slip away. I shouldn't. I can't slip away. We're having a conversation. Not gonna happen, is it?
Oh, excuse me. You owe me 130 real.
The IIR, or Inter-Isolary Real, is the global reserve currency. Whatever part of the world you're in right now, it's safe to assume he means you owe him some money.
Wow, you're a genius. Yes, that's right, money. You owe this establishment 130 real.
No, he's not under arrest. I can't say that. I can't. Also, I'll internalise the feminist agenda. Because I can do that. What exactly is money?
What are you, a philosopher?
Actually, I might be.
Money is what grown-up people use to pay for things. Things like this hostel room, or 8 bottles of potent blend, and 9 packs of Royal Extra. We use it for everything, really.
Need to show the coins, I think.
Yes, it is.
Counting given. No, I'm gonna keep it
There's
for
a
now.
shuffle of nylon as Lieutenant Kitsuragi looks for something in the pockets of his...
I'm sorry, but he has to pay. I can't let him stay here any longer if he doesn't. If he doesn't have the money by tonight, then...
Officer, maybe you're better off working this from home for now. You live in Jamrock, right? It's not that far away.
Take my chances on the streets. I've got 1 health. I'm not taking my chances anywhere. No. No, I'm not doing that. Is there anywhere else I can stay
You mean
around
somewhere
here?
else to run up a huge debt? I don't think so. The union squeezed most places out of business to fund the strike. You're better off home.
Okay. I don't remember
Officer,
where my home is.
you really need to take this up with your station. I have a shortwave radio in my car. Call them, ask for assistance. We have to get this investigation started now.
Good luck.
Okay, I need to get a bunch of money now.
By the way, where is home? The address is coming up blank, and this place sure isn't it.
This Kim is really
But
done
you've
with it.
been at this
He was
hostel
done with it
cafeteria
before I
for
talked to
only
him.
3 nights. Where were you before? You had to be somewhere.
Just moving a chat box slightly. Like here should do. I've been at this hostel and cafeteria for only 3 nights. Where were you before? Up on
Why did you
Marble
say
Hill.
that?
Synapse is firing. Doesn't mean anything. Oh no, I'll ask him.
No. But isn't that an expression, not a place? A saying. Up on Marvel Hill, a great high place. One that is impossible to climb back to.
That doesn't sound like somewhere you can stay if you run out of money.
Robocop. Robocop.
Entertain the thought when you get the time. Maybe being a hobo and a cop has its advantages.
Yes, internalize it immediately. Yeah, this... While I'm thinking about it, I get extra authority against men. This loses composure, but I need to do Robocop. I'm sorry, it's just the thing I need. I've got a few things now. Paying for damages I would like to do. But no, I don't know if that's possible. Also, how do I move the camera? Can I move the camera? Because this does not feel like I'm in the centre of it. I'm trying to move stuff, I can't. Alright, talk to him, I need to borrow his radio.
Yes.
CD following me. Wants to talk about you.
I don't see how my life is pertinent to the investigation.
Work better if we have more
Hmm,
rapport.
That's a fair point. All right, for the good of the investigation, what do you want to know?
You don't look like
That's
other
because
people
I'm
around
half
here.
Seolite, or quarter. My father's father was from Seoul. So was my grandmother, but from my mother's side. It's not an interesting topic.
What is Seoul? No, okay then.
I don't speak a word of Seolite, and I've never met either one of my grandparents. There is nothing ethnic I can tell you, or anyone else.
Do you ever talk with
What do you mean?
yourself? You know, when you're thinking, do you ever have a conversation with like
I
your
have no
brain?
idea what you're talking about.
I do.
The lieutenant's conceptualization skills must be rather rudimentary.
So saying your brain never just chimes in with advice or warnings or
I
anything.
can't say that it does, no. When I need to think, I just use my notebook.
The lieutenant produces his small blue notebook and idly thumbs through a few pages. We all have our different mediums. His is written.
Okay, that's
Good.
all for now.
Let's change the subject.
And I should let him know I can't
No
remember
response.
anything.
He just arches his brow. He's having trouble processing it, believing it even.
I really don't remember anything. There was
Have you
drinking
tried
involved.
concentrating on something other than your personal affairs?
There is a sudden, harsh edge to his voice, like he's tired of hearing about your personal affairs.
But even this organisation we're in.
Fine. We should get through this day first. Off hours begin at 9 p.m. If you're still having trouble then, I can give you an
He's
orientation.
willing to help out. He doesn't hate me. And I'll leave it
Focus
be
on
then.
other people's troubles, not your own. That is a relief.
A moment passes. The
Okay, that's it for now. Into probably the bit behind this building then. I can get through there come 1 o'clock. Maybe want to keep that in mind. Can I leave? Yes I can. Perfect. I need to find that musical tape so I can sing. I really have to. I also desperately need to figure out how you move the camera. Is there obvious controls? I saw there were controls immediately here. M for map. Highlight, zoom in and out with scroll wheel. There we go. Zooming out then back in seems to fix it. Yeah, we're immediately wanting to go around here and through this giant hole in the fence.
You see a set of tire tracks in the brown slush that covers the plaza mosaic.
Reconstruct the movement.
The tire tracks were left here by an unknown event that took place some days ago. It's a message, written in the language of burnt rubber.
Look at this, I'm actually somewhat intelligent
Some
as
of
a
that
cop.
rubber stuck to the tiles right in front of the whirling in rags. This is point A. The driver started there, and then accelerated straight into the fence, left a hole big enough for the Franco-Nigerian cavalry, according to the cafeteria manager. The driver proceeded to back out of the yard, barely stopping before hitting the adjacent building. Before heading south, must have been in a hurry.
I'm not sure. There are plenty of traffic accidents waiting to happen in Martinez. With the jam right here on the roundabout, I would keep them separate.
You could follow the track south. There seems to be a canal there. See where they went, if you find the time.
Like changing the titles to say there is Twitch integration here. There we go. I think I got it. Leave for now. Got this thing here. What is this?
An old call box with a make matrix of push buttons lists all the companies in the East Delta Commerce Center.
Yeah, I don't think we're needing any of these. Going to get my hair fixed would be nice, because my hair is probably needing a bit of tidy, but I'm currently quite in debt, so maybe no for now. Immediately got footprints over here.
There are several footprints in the mud, left by work boots. Anywhere from 6 to 12 pairs have walked here.
Let's see.
What do you think you are? A super detective? You're hungover. These are just dents in the mud.
That's a
No
shame. I
pattern
came
emerges
close
for the
there.
time being. Heavy workers' boots with reinforced toes and hobnails all over the yard. Isn't this something an industrial worker would wear?
Noted.
There we go. We've told him something. Now this kid's chucking rocks at the dead body, seemingly. Isn't great. Oh, what's this button do? I really don't know what it does. Did that pop something up in the stream? You'll need to let me know.
Kuno's got this.
Boys throwing rocks at dead body. Can't be
If
older
there
than
ever
12.
was such a thing as an ugly kid, then this is it.
Iron mobile.
He's
Never mind.
almost exquisite in his ugliness, like a gremlin.
Oh yeah, Nappa Gumpy Kuno!
Hey kid, a word. Police business. Okay, I'll be back in a minute. It's all good. It's all good, kid. Don't you worry. No rush.
Love it in the dick.
Yeah, I can understand why that's bleeped out. Yeah, that's good.
The boy is sweating profusely. His eyes are like two black holes and his jaw is twitching as if trying to break free from the empire of his body.
Stop using slurs at my crime scene. That's not how we do it.
Talk, pig. Shit's coming up strong. Throwing rocks.
Shit coming up strong. That sounds good. Joyous. You should hang out with this kid and see what that juicy shit is all about. I mean drugs. The kid's on drugs.
Yeah, Kuno, ride the lightning, Kuno!
Kuno's riding at sea.
Yes, there's kid doing drugs. Lovely.
You should throw the rake at him, Kuno!
The fuck does Kuno know what a rake is? Kuno's not a gardener.
I'm not an art. No. No. Ask him. Ask
We
him.
shouldn't do anything. I don't tempt such forces. You will see.
The language these kids are using, pure unfettered id. There will be no reasoning with those creatures.
The
Not
fuck are
reasoning,
you
ask
talking about?
questions.
Calling us Kuno! He says we're fucking each other!
Yeah, this isn't gonna go anywhere, is it?
Alright, entertain the Kuno. Show me what you got. What you got there?
The kid moves his hands like a basketball player dribbling fast.
Kids often
Right,
play
mate.
here.
This is where Kuno plays with his little wooden choo-choo. What do you want with it? Yeah, whatever. Kuno doesn't give a shit. Shitload, pig. What's your question?
Don't tell the pig shit, Kuno!
This is where you quickly ask him questions. Real cop questions.
I love my
Like a
brain just jumping into stuff like that. You know who he was,
Kuno's
Sims
fucking.
goes.
Kuno uses the fucking for target practice.
He's trying to hide the fact that he doesn't know.
Ah yes, drama. Very useful.
Kuno knows what you meant. Kuno's not a snitch. That's all. Trying to make Kuno sing into the popo phone.
Alright. Seen anyone
Just a
suspicious?
couple of pigs sniffing around in the dirt. That seems pretty fucking suspicious to Kuno.
Yep, don't like the police, I'm aware of this.
Probably climbed. Kuno was busy down the road when that shit went down. You heard Kuno? Kuno wasn't even in Martinez. Kuno wasn't
That's
in
actually
Renaissance.
useful
Kuno
information.
wasn't regional.
Now we know this person won't have actually seen
I don't
anything
know.
on the
Some
day.
fucking Mesk or I don't know, some other place. Night City. Kuno was in fucking Night City.
There is no Night City anywhere. That sounds like the name of a city in some pulp science fiction novel.
Kuno gives this info out on a need-to-know basis, and you don't need to know. Kuno didn't smoke the gimp, if that's what you meant.
Thanks, Kuno. That's one name you can now cross off the list.
Perfect. I'm already going well at this.
You're testing Kuno's patience here. Get lost!
Alright. I'll leave for now.
Kuno doesn't fucking care.
Smells like spoiled meat. Let's see, what are we gonna do? Ladder's rickety but still climbable. Old weight of a grown man.
Yes?
That don't seem to be able to do anything about the body immediately. Let's interact with it.
The corpse looks at you with bulging white eyes. The face around them does not look human. It's swollen and ready to burst. His lips are fish-like and his tongue like a ball gag in his mouth. You seem to be holding your breath. A cargo belt twists his neck at an unnatural angle. The body below appears stiff. It's letting out an ungodly rot. The smell seeps in, even through your clenched nostrils.
Oh, what is that? Why is it so bad?
Active decay. It's okay to throw up, officer. No one is judging.
He's about to blow! Cop's gonna blow, Kuno!
Just turn away. I can't pass that check. Someone's trying to grow herbs in the greenhouse. This crate could come in handy. Also found some magnesium. It was a healing item. I've got no idea where to get to your healing items. We are close to leveling up for we only need another 40 XP. We're really not too far off. She's been oxidizing for some years. Probably not very useful.
An inconspicuous pile of the roofing material, Eternite. Because there's a secret door hidden behind the panels of Eternite. That's why they're too orderly. There it is. You see a shabby little door.
Detectiving. Look at this.
What is this then? A tool shed? Let's investigate.
Yes, let's investigate. First, there's a bucket which I can't interact with. So yes, let's investigate. Enjoying this so far. Oh, hello John. I'll like pop in for a little bit. That's fine, don't you worry. It's an interesting game, I'm having a great time. This has got Twitch interaction as well, so it's going to be the new Sunday stream. And you're telling me to sit, will do. There you go. Your pig's head looks mummified. I don't know why I walked around like that. Apparently that's a way out. Kinda want to go back inside then. Coat. That might be my coat. We're going back inside though for now, cause yeah, we're apparently going to walk quite the way around to get to it. What's in here then? Is this like the kids' hideout? Another plate of traces of bone yellow powder. So let's get out of the way or get fucked up. Yes, this is kids'
Still,
place.
my beating heart. It's amphetamine. Sweet amphetamine. The lieutenant isn't studying the powder in the mirror. He's studying you. There's a good vague way to ask where he stands on drug use. Professionally, I mean.
Okay. Someone's taking narcotics here, perhaps the police should interfere. I wasn't thinking about taking it, I swear. I was just thinking about justice. I hear amphetamines make you a really good detective. Are you a really good detective? No, option one.
Perhaps not. This is below our pay grade, detective. However, see that ladder there? It's probably another way into the industrial harbor, no? A secret path the local kids use.
Yes, let's go up the ladder. We're good at this. We're not taking the methamphetamines or whatever it was. We're gonna ignore it. We're being professional. We don't even remember who we are or anything. Can't justify taking drugs in this state. Really a ruin though here, isn't it? Doorway is going to collapse soon. Restoration pillars to keep it together. Coins. And we've got a bucket. With a fancy postcard. I can sell that at some point, potentially. That sounds good. Can I continue to walk through there? Yes, I can go up this bit. There's a crate with something for extra health. What this? Don't know what that is exactly. And our hobo cop internalization still isn't doing much. Camera keeps getting stuck. Although those are steps you can get further up. We're gonna have to jump down, aren't we? I mean, I'll take the money on the ground first. Random HP inhalants. Yes, it's because it's HP inhalants. It's fine.
Looks like someone left his tarpaulin cloak hanging on the railing here. When the wind ruffles the cloak, you can most definitely see a white rectangle on its back.
Ops
It's
cloak.
probably yours. It bears the RCM insignia, and you have a habit of being careless with your equipment. You could probably make the jump. You look like you've done some track and field in your day. The
Yeah,
cloak?
no.
I do think it's yours, yes. As to whether you should go for it? Well, it doesn't seem too dangerous. 2-meter stops. Whenever you're ready to do it, I'll be right behind you.
The cloak looks like a bag of goodies floating in the wind. Who knows what its pockets may hide? The
I'm not
wind
making
is
that
aggressive
jump.
up here. The lieutenant looks at the enormous crane towering in the distance over the container yard. That machine is a Kvalsund 1020 HK.
Taking some drugs in the background.
Is it? Kvalsund makes a lot of heavy equipment, but this is phenomenal, even for them. But I digress. We were focusing on your cloak here.
Yeah, I'm not going for that. I'm gonna take the door later on. That's much more sensible. Just go through there later. I'm not making that jump, and I've got 1 health to my name. I couldn't have done it. You're not gonna trick me, Fuke. You may believe, but I don't. It's a very different thing. If I could find that rake that the kid mentioned, perhaps could use that to grab it from below. You would have gambled on it. I almost definitely would not have gambled on that. That's really not a good thing to be gambling on. I about trust it as much as I trust my character, which isn't very much. That must be said. See, I do have bones, you're not wrong there. The whole rigid part, no, you're very much incorrect about. Okay, let's search this bin. See what's in this. Leather armour, the crown. Logo's municipality of Revicol.
This trash container is locked. The sliding lid has a padlock that says, whirling in rags. Just a trash container. There is no such thing. Your fingers start to itch just looking at that padlock.
How'd you get this lock
You
open?
could try using a pry bar. There's one in my motor carriage, or we could ask for a key from the manager of the Whirling in Rags. He probably has one.
He might also have information. This is better than the pry bar idea.
The pry bar. I want to do the pry bar.
Kuno, the pig's getting pretty close to me. Come to snuff my shit out, I think. Looks like it's time for me to go, Kuno. Pig's come to take me in. I'm going away for a long, long time, Kuno.
What's going on there? Fuck are you trying to pull, pig?
Child, converse with me.
Murder was the case they gave me.
Almost vanished behind the fence, only the top of the hat remains.
I'll die before I squeal, pig. I come from the woods, good Davidu. You don't want to go there with me. You don't want to see what I've seen.
I'm confused.
Don't be traumatizing here. Get the fuck out of here.
I'll die before I squeal, pig.
Yeah, I'm not able to do anything there. I'd like to get the body down, but I don't know if I'm able to.
There he still is, looking right
Yeah,
through
no.
you.
I'm gonna need something to cover my nose up or something if I'm wanting to investigate it. Let's just have a walk around. We need to go find that pry bar. Well, there's probably more stuff around here, like a bin. Bottles inside, you can pick them up if I had a bag, which I don't. Newspaper thing by the looks of it.
This Post Lavatorie
That's a mailbox.
has been heavily vandalized with graffito. A closer inspection reveals 2 bullet holes in the front. A faint sticker on the side reads, RCM Emergencies Desk number 8102, with a slogan, Mankind, be vigilant.
Well, this is an important one. You're so violent, Fuke. No, I'm gonna pat it. I just wanted to see what you'd say. I'm gonna pat it.
The box seems happy.
The box does seem
Eat
happy.
shit pig, fucked by the coon, and St. G with a crown have been scribbled on it. Jenny is a whore, and best set mailbox also.
Been there. Mail collection box been there.
The mail collection box seems cathartic. Thankfully though, so do you. You shudder, then you swallow.
Okay, we'll leave it alone. Apparently that would have healed up my morale if I went there and talked it while I had missing morale. Various books. None of these are apparently too interesting. About Hattie. This book, you don't really understand what it's about nor does it seem important. About some kind of culture. Okay, not too important. I'll talk to this woman.
Hello,
Hello.
sir. Step right in. The store is open.
I am the law.
I know, sir. Are you interested in a new and exciting book?
Okay,
Okay,
ask some
sir.
questions.
I'll try to answer any questions you have. I hope they're about books. My name is Annette, sir. My mum, her name is Plaisance. She owns the store. She's inside minding the register or organising the stock.
John gazes at the window, suddenly jolts her eyes wide as if
Feel
recalling
free to
something.
step in and browse our wares.
I'm standing out here in the cold.
I'm
Why?
signalling that the store is open. Otherwise, people might not know. They'd miss out on the crime, romance, and biographies of famous people.
Good trooper you are.
Thank you, sir. I'm happy to help Mum out with the store.
Who are
Oh,
these
kings
famous
and
people?
queens and generals of old, or artists and writers, or musicians, those kinds of people. There's usually something extraordinary about them. I think that's why people read them, to find the secrets of their fame.
Seems like most people who read those books fail to get more famous from reading them.
Reading those doesn't make the reader more famous, does it?
But it does make the famous people more famous.
Sounds delicious. Maybe someone will write a book about me
Why
one
would
day.
they do that, sir?
The superstar cop! Yes!
That's so cool. Maybe they'll make you a book covering
Yes, I've brought it back to the superstar.
Holding a gun.
Okay, see you around the next.
As you turn, a bright light catches your eye, making you squint. So cool. From a distant sunset, a stage light, flash
I
photography,
love this
nowhere
game.
in particular. It's just what superstar law officers do. They squint at lights and they solve shit.
Superstar law officer. Here we go. Whenever I hear superstar and law official sentence, they sound weird. No. Yeah, that's me. Be establishing my superstardom hard lately.
You have. You're a big dick cop, Dick Mullen, Salam Rocky Baye, badass on the edge disco cop. Time to recede into a ludicrous fantasy world. Here we go. Camera, lights.
I can just say no. I can just say no to the narration in my head.
With a
Action.
sudden flash, the world freezes around
Yes.
you, and you along with it. In an iconic monochrome solution, a black silhouette against a rasterized orange world. It's on.
It's most certainly on. Can't internalise it though, I need to unlock a new slot for that. That is a shame. -2 logic. If I do it just because it's clearly not gonna work out. I'll need to think about it though. We need to become superstar, law enforcer extraordinaire. All I know is my name's Henry. But I'm sure I can make it work.
A small mountain of colorful board game boxes. There are numerous types of games for all ages. A lot of shelf space seems to be taken up by Wirral-related merchandise.
Harry something, it might be Harry Man, I don't
An
know.
endless variety of source books, law books, and codices litter the table. The topmost book is titled Welkin Compendium, 2nd edition. There's also a large hardbound tome with intricate cover art, The Hunters of Catawak, Boreal Creature Compendium, and a Pick Your Path adventure game book titled Tales of Wirral, Cavern of Velkrag.
Like those like adventure books, I've done tons in the past, I love
in
them.
the board game section. Who wants to read books?
Anything that catches my
There's
eye
a box
at
that
all.
says Wirral, 3rd edition mega setting supplements module. The side panel notes, A fantastique adventure board game. New maps and miniatures. A sticker on it displays 25 real. That price is steep, but then it's the 3rd edition mega setting supplement.
No, I
So
can't
it
buy
makes
that.
sense.
Nah, well, I'll leave it be for now. Can I have a conversation with this one? What do you find about
The
these?
display rack is brimming with worn paperbacks featuring an extremely muscular, sword-wielding barbarian on the cover. Nearly all the titles contain the word Hyundai somewhere. Prose
This
and
is like
rows of
comics,
Hyundai
pretty much.
blur your vision. You make out some titles. Man from Hyundai and the Mammoth Riders. Man from Hyundai, Return to Hyundai. And the solipsistic Man from Hyundai and the Hyundai Man.
What's that?
Maybe 100. Man from Hyundai and the sages at the end of the world. Man from Hyundai and the false god. Man
That's
from
it in a
Hyundai
second.
and the scorched earth. Man from Hyundai, the Hyundai colonies. Man from Hyundai and the swamp beast. Man from Hyundai and the snow crabs.
Right, can I do it? Need to press that? I don't know. Is that all?
Not even close.
No.
Man from Hyundai in hell. Man from Hyundai and the forest of slaves. Man from Hyundai
Why
under
why
the
is that a
lake.
thing?
Man from Hyundai. Hyundai burning.
Why
Not
can I
even the
submit?
trial of
Why
death.
can I go
A
through
custom
pain
combat game book
for
set in
looking
the world
through
of
them?
Hyundai Man, and so much more.
No. No, we're not doing that. Sports magazine's got stuff upstairs, but I'll have a talk to the storekeeper.
Welcome to Crime, Romance and Biographies of Famous People. My name is Plaisance. Be welcome, and please take responsibility for the energy you bring into this space.
Give me some money. No.
I
New owner.
am the proudest owner of our little shop of culture.
Daughter is the one standing outside the
Annette,
shop.
Yes, my daughter. I hope she wasn't slacking off again with her nose in science fiction. Tell me, was she at her post doing her job like a proper girl?
Yes, she was doing what she should have.
Wonderful. Did you talk to her? Great.
Yes.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how compelled were you to buy books after talking with her?
I mean, 10. She's very polite.
My precious.
Lovely.
Her dedication brings joy to my heart. If you have children, I hope they turn out as great as my Annette.
The way you're handling her strikes me as wrong. She's quite troopers valuable. As you've dismantled the free market and abolished child labour.
You must be kidding. There's nothing like that happening.
Depends how much you pay the
Good,
kids.
sir. What does a young child do with money anyway? No, I save it for her as a fund. She's securing her financial future out there.
Such criminal behavior would not happen in more developed countries.
Those countries will realise they've raised a lazy and spoiled
Yes.
generation. Are we done with the jokes now?
Yes, we've had quite enough fun here. Right.
Okay, let's
The
change the
woman before
subject.
you scans the store, her shoulders rigid and tense. Every now and then, she nudges her glasses.
Farewell for now, book peddler. Assuming this is a back room we're not allowed to go into.
You see a set of tattered curtains blocking the way to another room. A strange cage-like trinket dangles from the curtains.
I love book peddler.
Excuse me, officer. The back room is strictly for employees only. Nothing. Now please go back to browsing the books. Don't you feel compelled to look at the books? The books are all you care about.
She speaks almost as if she's trying to put a spell on you, urging you to buy more books. Oddly enough, the more she tries to draw you away from the curtains, the more alluring they become.
I'll leave them be for now. I'm not going to go into the back without her permission. I've got no real reason to do so. Keep looking at books.
These shelves are overburdened with books from the same series. You see the name Dick Mullen over and over. A couple of spook novels hide amidst all the detective books. Thrilling tales of spycraft and daring do.
You can look through.
Crime fiction is a disgrace. An asinine misrepresentation of the physical attributes of the arduous everyday work of actual police officers. These books greatly overstate the excitement of police work, glossing over how long it takes to actually follow up on leads and eliminate dead ends. What's more, they completely ignore the psychological hardships of year after year coming into contact with people during the worst days of
I
their
feel
lives.
this is calling everything out, isn't
Not a
it?
single mention of all the stress this work creates upon the officer's family. Detective fiction just doesn't tell the truth at all. Now, would you like a list of all the books found on the shelf?
Oh god, no.
Shelves filled to the brim with crime novels.
That's really just calling things out. Like, I mean,
The
yeah, we
plaque
are
on the
being
shelf
targeted,
reads,
aren't we?
Biographies of famous people. You see a large variety of names, none of which ring a bell. Browsing through
Look
all
through
the
them.
books with all their names makes your head spin. None of these seem important or relevant. It's all just vapid egoism. Suddenly, a particularly odd title catches your eye. It reads, High Speed Love, the tragic true love story of Jacob Irv and Alfie Delatraz. High Speed Love chronicles the romance between two of the finest tip-top tourney racers in history. One of them is the madcap driver, Jacob Irv. His blonde mane graces the cover.
It's interesting just
Next to
reading
Irv's
lore
life
of the
story,
world,
you see
but
a slim biography of an Occidental rock star called the Anti-Star. He's famous for shooting morphine into one of his eyeballs and cocaine into the other.
Occidental was one of those people who I had their songs on, wasn't
Next to
it?
that, Revacholian radio personality Guillaume Bevy stands in front of a run-down drug den. He's a permanent fixture on Channel 8, reporting on real-life crime and ruining cops' days.
I really must insist you buy one of the books. Reading them is not for free. Do still browse though, but not too long. I'm sorry, I did not mean to rush you. You are browsing. Go ahead. Take your time. Time is commerce.
I'm not gonna buy anything and she's gonna be annoyed.
This bookstore is not strictly about crime, romance, and biographies of famous people. There's also a wide range of paranatural literature. Amidst the various
First again.
books, you find one written by someone named Matthias W. Dundas. It's about wholeness, unity, balance. These three things are very important to the working class mind. The point of the book, and many others on this shelf, is to give people medicinal advice in situations where they don't have access to paid health services. It serves platitudes, while also telling everyone that traditional medicine, the kind people don't have access to and which costs more than this book, is garbage and would only give you cancer anyway, without even curing your cold or anything.
Well,
Wholeness, unity,
seems good.
balance, on the other hand, can basically take care of anything. Though it is important to note, when it's up to your mind to heal yourself, then it's because of your mind that you're ill in the first place. Various
Interesting.
paranatural books still litter the shelf.
I'll leave them be because I was told not to read books too much, and also I can interact with this. Almost didn't.
Several maps have been attached to a bulletin board hidden inside the alcove. They're held up by small pins. The board has come loose from one corner. The maps look old and faded. Your eye catches a map of Insulinda, a map of Revachol, and a map of Martinez.
You weren't here for looking around the bookshop, were you?
It's not really a map. It's a tourist
Well.
thing. A picture postcard with buildings on it, drawn from an isometric perspective. A date in the upper right corner says 48.
Okay, so this postcard thing is from 3 years before disco.
Still, it's
Perfect.
detailed. Could be pretty useful for scouting ahead. You see the jagged boxes of an industrial harbour, even the whirling in rags there.
Yeah, no, I'll leave it at that. That is all for now. I'm gonna leave the shop because, yeah, I don't need anything else there. That was completely useless, wasn't it? Where should we go next? Should we go towards Industrial Harbour, do you reckon? That's clearly the way we need to go for this crime or whatever it is. But we do have a car.
Before you stands a motor carriage. The bodywork is covered in blue and white livery, bearing the number 57.
Very fancy looking car.
Vapour emanates from the large engine on the back of the vehicle. It hasn't had time to cool off yet. This must be the infernal machine that tore you from oblivion. The Caprice Kinema motor carriage.
I'm not opening its door. That is a bad decision, doing that. I'll quick talk to her. She looks to be in some kind of worker's overalls.
The RCM in Martinez. What can I help you with?
Sounds
We don't
surprised.
see a lot of police around here, that's all.
Some
Of course.
questions.
What can I help you with?
New
Of course.
directions.
Where to?
We are wanting to go to the
The
east.
harbour gates? Some kind of commotion, I think. I don't follow the local politics.
West,
It's just
though.
water. No, actually, I think they call it the Martinez Inlet. There are some islands in the bay, but they're hard to reach.
That should
No
be everything.
problem. Of course. I won't hold you back.
If there's a corpse, then you're going to need those gloves for the autopsy.
Nah, the gloves aren't my style. I'm not wearing bright yellow gloves. Don't need them. Got crates and such. I really want to know what that button does. I'm assuming it's like a reconnecting button or something. Oh, I got some more magnesium. Lovely. And there's some money on the ground just here. Lovely. There's something going on. Talk to this person quick.
You're hazy on the notion of a scab. Smells like politics, though. Maybe it's got something to do with the flask he reaches for from time to time.
Yeah, I'm a scab.
Good one, officer. Don't worry, we here have solidarity with the RCM. Imagine, you cops going on a strike, but then another cop comes in and says, let us cop for less money. Speaking of, what brings the RCM here, to the wild north? Come to see the strife?
Investigating a murder.
That sounds like a lot of hard work. You'd never see me investigating a murder.
Right, it's almost impossible. 91% sure I'll never get it solved. I shouldn't say that. It's not very fun or easy either. No. I'll joke
Of course,
along.
Policia. If it wasn't me, you can rope me out. Easier that way.
He didn't do it. It's the truth.
Ah yes, drama coming in useful. And no, I'm not asking for money. I'll ask about the
serious
strike though.
business. I'm sure the big boss will be glad to tell you. You'll have to ask him first.
He's a chatty guy. Wants to talk about the strike too. Just can't break the command structure and tell you now.
Okay, rather than doing anything with him immediately, I'm gonna come up here. I'm wanting to go through this door if possible. It's a strike, press button behind guard. Door. No lock picking or kicking that one down. I want to get to my coat. I'm guessing that comes much later on then. Yeah, we're gonna go ask about the strike. Maybe we can help out. I'm very persuasive.
Bastards! We have a right to work!
Man yells towards Harbour Gates, his voice is the loudest of the lot, oddly screechy for a man of his size. I am the law.
Hold up and stay frosty, everyone. Cops are here.
You here to fuck with us? Beat the honest worker down.
Why should I?
We're here to fight for a cause. Stripes usually have problems with people who have causes.
Yeah, I'm thinking no.
We're fighting for a cause here.
Right to work!
Besides, we're not that different. It helps if people see us talking, cops and strikebreakers together. Shows authorities are on our side. Builds confidence.
Don't think I've chosen any sides yet.
Might be time. Don't let the fat bastards tread on you. Cops tend to side with the higher-ups, but you're essentially still workers. I don't trust cops, but I can see you understand the
right to work! Right to work!
I mean, I'm gonna ask him a
Maybe you
few
should
questions.
ask them the questions, like why we're not allowed to make a living here.
Shame on you!
We have families to feed, you piece of shit.
So do we, Scott.
Okay. What we are probably going to ask is, who are all the strike
Honest men
breakers?
and women with rights to work, to be useful, not toys for corporate interests. We came here to help the harbor run smoothly in time of crisis. If union fucks don't want work, they ought to let in those who do want work.
I have a question. Why do all these men follow your leadership?
You think they follow because I'm big and loud? No. They follow the rules of the market, the rules of the economy, because they were
given a job to do!
He's good at just shouting mid-sentence, isn't he? Exactly as
we
the
were
goal.
promised work. We'd be in there, working, if the bastards hadn't shut the gates.
The
Alright.
physically impressive Mantower has turned his attention back to the gates. He ignores your presence.
We'll leave for now. I think we've done enough talking in that bit. Let's go up here. If I double click, I think I run, yeah. Talk to this big tattooed person. Oh.
Your body betrays your degeneracy.
He doesn't seem nice. I'm gonna quickly drop a save. I can't.
Yeah, Measurehead. His body totally betrays his degeneracy.
Leave for now. I want to make sure it's saved. Drop a save here. I'll talk to him again.
Your body continues to betray your degeneracy.
My body does not betray it, thank you very much.
You have succumbed to Al-Ghul. You reek of it. An invisible sword of Al-Ghul emerges from your throat. You
Alcohol,
cannot
isn't
see
it?
it, but others can. It is making the woman in my company sick.
It's alcohol, isn't it? It's similar enough. I just drink a little on the weekend.
Your mouth moves, but the one who speaks is Al-Ghul. You are but a vessel for the Ghul now. Very little of yourself remains. Occidental Haplogroup B4 is done giving orders around here. The influence of the Am Sandwich race is reign.
My what? The ham sandwich race. Cool. For something that was clear, I'm not drunk, I'm a cop. I just have a drink every now and then, everyone does know. The race stuff isn't important.
For hell, attempting to pass fear for cooperation. How far the Occidental Hablo group has fallen. You were once a noble and powerful race. You gave the world eugenics, electricity, and powerful weapons of war like missiles and aerostatic aircraft. You made great gains in metallurgy, race theory, and statecraft. You dominated lesser cultures, like the deformed Hemians and the inexplicably potato-obsessed Khoikos. But now your ascent to the genetic summit has halted. You are obsessed with sadness and with frivolous pop culture. You will be superseded. Isn't that right, babe?
It is, baby, yeah. You know it.
There is a button right behind him, just out of reach. It must be the one that opens the door to the harbor.
Right about all this. Now we just need to get into the harbour.
Enough with this begging. You should leave the stage of history with dignity by inviting the other races to a great world war. Bring your troops to the Simonine Islands and to Boogie Street, and we will pulverize you. When you are gone, we will build a museum for you. The walls will be lined with bottles of Al Ghul, your beloved beverage. Inside, we will store the odes to homosexuality you call art, and your microcephalic skulls.
I'm loving this guy, he's such a character.
You could internalize Meshached's race theory. He would take you as one of his own.
No, I'm not internalizing race theory, that doesn't sound good.
Well, not as such. What you do with the mastery of advanced race theory is up to you. You could reject the findings, sure, or accept them and become an advanced racist.
I'm not being an advanced racist. No. That sounds bad. Should I? What do you think? I don't know if I want to be an advanced racist. Oh no, fuck. No. Okay.
Ask what kind of races there are first. Classification is core to this stuff.
Newton's world help me understand its races. I need to know of what kinds of different races are out there.
The lieutenant looks toward the harbor's electronic door, and then, to you, he lets out an audible sigh.
You are obviously a liberal, Sailorite. A polyculturalist. I can see it from your love of microtechnology and your sartorial choices. Do not deny your friend the truth you have denied yourself.
Oh, advanced racism.
There are 3 categories of race. Type A, the heroic races. Type B, the servile races. And the vile CF race cauldron of pederasty. Which one do you need education?
What? Okay, what are the servile
Type B
races?
are the unheroic races. Amorphous non-competitors of the great race. The Khoikos and the Vacholier, they are mud-colored people.
The Khoikos of Grad, Yugo, Zhimsk, Chest et al. Are what you would call white, officer, in a suspect description.
You said the Koiko has been trained to identify them as white in official descriptions.
Yes. To an untrained eye, the Koiko appear white and pinkish, like a hand sandwich. But look into their eyes.
This is ham sandwich figure game.
They are of an indistinct color, and so is their skin. Unhealthy, muddy, and ashen. Pinkness is a racial quality that has to be earned through centuries of advanced ballistic warfare and cultural domination that the Grad people have undergone for drinking Al Ghul and smoking the degenerate tobacco, and for eating potato.
Oh God, God forbid
The
potato.
countless micronationalities of Grad are all inexplicably obsessed with potat. The only thing they like more is dividing into microscopic
This is bizarre.
like political amoeba.
Like, what's this ham sandwich race theory? Doesn't like potatoes either. Yeah, you don't like ethnic states.
They are microscopic. The seminal Areopagite superstate will cover the entire
Surprise it,
planetary crust,
of course.
uninterrupted. From Holy Semenine to the Boreal Plateau of Katla. Its leaders will be the genetic epitome of the Simonese and Areopagite stock, elected by nature. Not the base inner spoilage called demos. The Revacholians, halfway between Type A and the Racial called Ron. Two mixed to know right from wrong. You tried your degenerate little revolution, which was the single greatest failure committed by humans in our 82,000-year history on this planet.
Is it 82,000 years that we've been recording history? You have very little idea of what is happening, but that seems a little off.
The history hasn't lasted that long, which is what's necessary. I think it was perpetrated by dangerous marauders, not all the people.
The revolution came to Ravachol from Grad, in Zarath-ridden potato carts. It is literally an illness, a prion disease that leaves the parietal and frontal lobe ridden with holes. A soft, sponge-like mass of dementia, hallucination, and paranoia. The revolution is fatal familial insomnia. A hereditary prion condition passed from the Koiko to the Occidentals. But not sexually. Probably through trade routes and potate acid, the prime component of the potato plant.
Ah yes. Potatoes.
Enough of type mediocrity. Those are the Simonese, the Areopagite, and the Occidentals, excluding the Maun, of course. The Maun are riddled with eczema to the point where they find it impossible to smile. They are all lactose intolerant, a common result of inbreeding. A receding genetic pool has led the Maun on reprehensible street parades. In Maun cities like Stadskanal and Vredefort, wearing wooden clogs on their feet and little green tassels on their hats.
Alright, so who are the type A? 'Cause I'm quite
Vespertine
confused.
Messenians of Vesper and Messina, the ancient Meteorans of Meteo by the golden Pisantic Sea, the Suren of Sur-la-Clé, and even the North Königsteiners, all have type A race propensities. The other large Mondial civilization, the Mesk, are too yellow and oleaginous to count as a heroic race. true. They are violent and expansionist, but they have a glandular problem. Overproduction of sebum. Sebum is leaking into their brains, making them listen to El Mariachi.
What's this man on about with his ham sandwich face?
Which in turn only produces more
This is such a bizarre man. Similes.
As proven by the Maun and the Mesk, Occidental type A is in retrograde. The Simonese and the Areopagite are on the ascent.
What is the difference?
The Areopagites are sleek, long-headed. The Simonese are powerful, mesomorphic. The former is an immutable progenitor, unchanged since the Super Isola of Pericarnassus. Ancient brains rest in their slender skulls. The latter is perfected and adapting. Together they form the Simeno-Areopagite or Simeopagite super race. That is all. There are no more type A races in the world.
Okay, please, last ones.
The F are a museum of failed chimeric experiments and tragic maladaptations. They are tortured creatures waiting to be put to sleep. Your morbid interest in them worries me.
Yeah, it's better not to go into it.
Cruel to entertain ourselves with their deformities. Were there any able-bodied races you needed education on?
I mean, for all the types, I do understand. Or do I understand the theory even?
Nothing. To solve the great race enigma, you have to first ask yourself, what is the race enigma? You have not even worded the mystery, let alone solved it.
Okay, how do I solve this mystery? Because I don't want to ask straight up, or you'll just know what I'm on about. He's gonna figure out my goals if I just ask, so how do I word mystery?
You need to internalize what you have heard here today, then return to me. This clarity does not come instantly. I cannot possibly imagine what else we have to discuss, Tibere Vacholian. Your love for disco music and venereal disease?
So now I need to internalize his race theory. No. No. I'm not becoming a racist just to get through. Not the way to do it. Serve a union, don't you? Aren't they white?
Don't be vulgar. White or not has got little to do with this. The race enigma runs much deeper than that.
So I'll serve him. How does that factor into
Mr.
your
Clare
life?
is a man of vision and means. He has the will to confront polycultural capital. Something your race, naivistic communists, never did. Also, to serve is noble. It takes discipline. Your petulant individualism has only contributed to your race failure. It is lax and moronic.
Jam is a mysterious fourth thing.
Individualism. You have gotten these ideas from degenerate youth culture, have you not? You have picked them up from rock and roll songs?
True, I'm a rock and roll star and a rebel.
Rock and roll is moribund. Only Koikos listen to it anymore. There is no life left in it. My people abandoned it long ago. It leads only to neurodegenerative herpes and heroin overdoses. I am not surprised you enjoy it so much. This has happened to many of the side products of the inevitable cultural victory of the Seminoles race.
Okay, I can just shut him down pretty much. Okay, no, I do know who they are because I asked about it. Well, they're probably into now in police business.
Is to come to terms with extinction and never getting into this harbor.
I don't think anything about this. We are with
your pedomorphic friend.
Yeah, we clearly are. Just, I can't do anything with him, can I? That leaves me with very few things to do then. Unless I'm able to convince these people to rise up somehow. Are we talking to this guy to something new now?
How can I help you?
You know what's behind these gates? I'm exploring.
My friend, I respect the right to roam. The open range awaits. I don't operate in that capacity. I'm not a granter of passage. The passage grants itself.
If it's all so simple, why don't the strikebreakers just go up the stairs?
Aye. Walk right past Measurehead and go in. Yeah, the 2.5 meter tall Semini supremacist up there. Walk right past him. Then press the button to unlock the door. Then go past him again. And you enter the arbor through the office. Está.
Yeah, no.
Don't worry, I'm sure it's not completely impossible. For example, you could best Measurehead in a physical confrontation. Or you could convert to a Semini supremacist worldview. Or, maybe it actually is completely impossible.
Does anyone ever best as him?
He's incredibly strong.
Yeah.
Sure.
I'm gonna see if I can talk to big guy down here. The guy down here might stand a chance. Let's see.
Right to work. Right to work.
You're not very tips on how to punch a guy out, do you? Really big grey spherous guy guarding a button.
There and get your ass whooped. Learn by failure, I always say.
He might have some advice, but you got to at least try to fight Measurehead first. Return if you fail.
Okay, time to try and fight him. This really is not going to go well, is it? I'm not going to stand a chance at fighting Mr. Measurehead. He's quite the strong person, seemingly. Okay, I'm going to drop a save again, so I need to go through that whole conversation from earlier. Let's try physically confronting him.
Race pupil returns.
Yeah, no. Doesn't do anything.
How did this happen? Your little fist is in his giant hand, and he's squeezing it. It hurts.
You must be out of your mind, degenerate drunk. Say it. I am a degenerate alcoholic.
Nah, I'm a cop.
Your fist cracks in his hand like a ripe apple.
Just heal up.
Pain shoots up into your brain as he's twisting it more and more.
The words to the song have changed. Say, I am a violent drunk.
No. I refuse to. Let's just keep healing.
And the pain blinds you. Still you press the words out of your swollen mouth.
Good. Now leave before you humiliate your homoerotic organization any further.
Okay, yeah, no. That's not great.
I'd appreciate it if you didn't force us into situations where I may have to shoot random civilians, because that won't get us anywhere.
Come on, we shoot at one or
I'm not
two
even
then,
sure
right?
the one bullet my chamber holds would even prick that hug.
I was fighting bad unsavory ideologies.
We're not here
Come
on
on.
some political quest. We are here to solve a crime. Don't make the situation any more volatile than it already is.
Alright. I can't promise.
Lieutenant groaned. That's right. You should do it again. It's the last thing you'll be expecting.
Yes, of course. I used 2 different healing things just to get past that. I didn't give in to him though. I ran away is all. I want to go down there. It's annoying to navigate these stairs. There we go. Talk to this man again. Hello.
Nice aggression with the native. Don't let the chief fool you next time. You don't need to be that up in his face. Leave yourself space to move.
Not bad advice, actually. This might do the trick.
Let's talk about our right to work.
I need you to be my champion,
No.
please.
I'm not a fighter. I'm a worker.
Alright. I guess I'm gonna go fight him again. Wish me luck, cause I'm gonna need it. Back up we go, come on. We can do this. How goes our, like, feminism and that? It's getting along. But, yeah, I'm doubtful about this. I keep my distance though. I might be able to make use of, like, half decent movement I've got. And reflexes.
Promising race pupil returns.
Not much better. I try. I do just straight up die if I lose. Give it a go. Yeah, no, I'm just gonna die.
It has happened again. The Titan has your fist locked in his hand, and he's twisting it.
Another fit of criminal rage. Who are you, in your own words?
Yeah,
Good.
just come on, I can do
Now
morale.
go before you enter cardiac arrest.
I have to leave.
Please,
I'll
stop
heal
it.
myself up.
You are me-
I'm not happy with having to fight him. I think I might have to do another way around. Not gonna work. That's clearly not gonna end well. Wait, how do I... Okay, the pathing's weird. Can't even do it again though is the thing. Hello.
Right to work!
I'm just gonna leave. I'm gonna load my game up from earlier. Should be this one, I think. Confirm. Let's see. That's gonna be fine. I'm gonna quickly turn down my LED thing as well, bro. I'm not save scumming. No. I'm not gonna save scum. I've given it one attempt. I'm happy to say it's not happening. I didn't think it would happen to begin with, but I thought I'd give it a go. What have we got down this way? A car of some kind. Foreign car, kept in good condition. Black of some kind.
An old monument stands in the middle of the traffic island, pointing toward the sea. It looks as if it's been reassembled piece by piece, secured and mounted in the air with the aid of numerous ropes and rods. A silver plaque on the statue's pedestal reads, "I am Philip III, the Squanderer, the greatest of the Philippian kings of Revachol, son of Lip, the second, the opulent, father of Philip the Fourth, the insane. As you look up, you notice something about the statue. There are some odd indentations on the king's chest piece.
I didn't
What
manage.
did he do? You have no idea what you did a week ago. How would you know what this guy did?
That's a shame.
many
That's like a
centuries
70-odd% chance.
High above you, the king stands triumphantly oblivious to your memory trouble. Something
Indentations I
with great
see.
kinetic energy seems to have impacted the cuirass, around where the heart is. A bullet? Someone shot him in the heart. Interesting.
Okay, I can't see it, but I take your word for it. Well, Martinez is riddled with bullet holes. This place saw a lot of action during the revolution. But the statue is recently renovated, so maybe a joke? Target practice or a political statement?
It's got to be political, surely. Maybe it's connected to murder as another option,
Why
but no
not?
political.
What this shows us is guns aren't too uncommon here, and people still shoot them, sometimes at kings.
The king stands high above you, surveying the bay.
Okay, I can interact with this. That's the actual crate or something. Comes with a white tank top. I'll take it. Doubt I'll use it. Take some money from there. Talk to a woman. Or old man, maybe?
Small, wrinkled woman does not greet you. She nods along to something on her radio. A photograph is clutched in her hands, and there is a warm smile on her face. The photo, an ambrotype from the turn of the century, as golden as her smile. No
Excuse me?
response wherever
No.
this woman is. Your words fail to reach her.
Snap my
Wait.
fingers.
She's just a distracted old woman. Better to leave her alone. Why? I just told you why.
Fine, I'll leave her. The feeling she might become relevant later, maybe. Anything back here? Yes. Ruins full of snow, no one lives there anymore. Cool, that's less important than I'd hoped. Can interact with this. This mean Humanox. That's the... no, that's not the place that owns the harbour. That was somewhere else, wasn't it? Just checking for interactables as I go around. I need to be able to pay off my debt. I'm getting there. Not very fast, but I'm getting there. Okay, going to here. I might be able to find a way around the back of this place, which leads into the harbour. My next guess. If I can get back there, that'd be lovely.
The tear machine stands in the corner. A sign says, 1 bottle equals 10 cents.
Hmm? Oh, that's the tear machine. It's a machine for tear. You know, you find tear outside, like bottles or whatever, and put it in the machine, then it gives you money. You need a bag, I guess. We used to have some, but we gave them all out.
Damn it,
so
they've run out of bags.
feel free to use it if you find a bag, though. I'm sure there are some out there, somewhere.
Radio, melancholic pop song.
You see several packaged raincoats fill a low shelf beneath a display of croissants and juice bottles. The raincoats are transparent, except for the big Fritta slogan on the back. The packages are small, discreet, sloppily stacked, making them easier to take unnoticed. No need to worry about knocking over a display.
Did I buy a raincoat? No. I don't have a lot of
A
money.
small cabinet on the wall is filled with various medicine bottles, nasal sprays, and blister packs. They all bear the Saint Baptiste Pharmaceutics logo. Their logo is the bloodless rose, pure white, untouched by harm.
Just ask me if you need anything from Saint Baptiste. We don't stock prescription meds, but we do have Nosafed, Duramine, Magnesium, and Hypnogamma.
Okay. Well, these are some powerful things. I should be fine, but... Cool.
Welcome to
Not
Frick.
clear at all.
Feel free to look around or something. Everything is out on the shelves.
What's that magazine she's reading?
What magazine?
You mean this?
Come on.
This is Pop Stars. It's got, like, famous people in it. It's not for sale.
Looks like it also has
I'm
something called
famous.
Police de la Mode, featured on page 34. This speaks to you.
I approve of this. Very futuristic. Phew, I'm going to ask you. A tough one. I could just say I'm not interested, I can insult it. Or I can be a bit weird about it all. What are you thinking? I mean, I am a feminist. I can approve of women.
She pops her raspberry-flavored bubblegum and nods. Her shoulders tense. She shuffles back only slightly. Bewilderment and repulsion root her in place. The lieutenant frowns at you before turning to the clerk with an apologetic half smile.
Okay. I'm not really supposed to be chatting to anyone, but...
Tell me anything about a dead body.
I don't really
No.
know anything. I mean, I know it's there, but I haven't seen it, so...
Do you know if Nana died?
really.
No.
No. I didn't know him at all.
What does she think happened?
I don't...
No need to worry. It's just standard procedure for us to ask around. If you hear anything, let us know, okay?
Okay.
And it's not happy.
Uh-huh.
Well, let's just leave. We've clearly messed up. Oh, but there's something up there.
A colourful display of cigarettes. The bottles wink at you in the light. The smokes too glitter in their wrapping. It's like looking into a kind of heaven. Your knees are weak.
Okay, I'm just gonna have to go.
Guess not, no. I'm obliged to inform you that both alcohol and cigarettes damage your health. But I guess you already know that.
God, I can buy some really nice vodka for 30. I really shouldn't. Plus intellect could be interesting. But no, I'm gonna just leave, I think. It's probably for the best if I just go. It's an interesting game. I don't feel like I've really achieved much yet, but I am enjoying it regardless. I do have a shirt I could put on. A tank top, but yeah, maybe don't. Keep it as is for now. Yeah, I've got various things to do. We've not really discovered anything though, like I say. I need to have a look around. There must be something to do. Maybe down this way? I mean, there's this man having a smoke though. Seems to be doing anything too interesting.
feel like a traveler.
A simple little cadence. He seems to be making it up as he goes.
I am the law.
You sure are, my man.
Yeah.
Every
People
chance I
get that
get.
for the law. You really don't have to keep saying it.
No, I do. I do have to say it.
From another planet. Hey there. It's the jam, my man.
The air from the east is
happy.
thick with the smell of crude oils, heavy metals and other byproducts of the modern era.
It's a traffic jam for the ages. Harbor gates up the street are shut tight, no explanation given. Workers on strike, scabs agitating, an all-around clusterfuck. Meanwhile, we're all stuck here in long-haul limbo for days upon days upon days. Upon days.
Because he's been here for a while then, yeah.
Feels like forever. Like I was born on this here roundabout and this was all I ever knew. Just me and the metal and the tires, the oil and the fumes of mazout.
Mazout is an antiquated term for heavy fuel oils. This man has a barely suppressed performative streak, or he just likes unusual words, or both.
I do dig his style, yes.
Yeah, imagine. It's been a whole week already. So tell me, what do you need?
Let's think. What can we do? I doubt he knows anything about the man. What is he
High-grade
hauling?
narcotics, illegal firearms, stuff like that.
Relax. He's merely joking.
Yes, he's joking. Thank you, referee. I would never have been able to tell. I've always wanted a friend in the underworld.
No, I'm joking, my man. Found runs a nice, clean business. This haul of cargo is mostly sporting goods. You know, tracksuits and that kind of thing. They usually get shipped to Grad and the Occident, though we've been making headway in the Il Moran market lately.
Can I get one of the tracksuits? That's probably a weird question to ask,
We're
but
pals
sure.
and all, but I can't just freely hand out the merchandise. The bosses won't be happy.
Ah well,
The man
that's that for
taps
now.
his fingers rhythmically against his arm.
He ain't one of us drivers. I know that. All accounted for. Otherwise, I haven't really asked about that. Been wasting time right here. Keep him busy.
It's easy to see he's telling the truth. He's kept his nose out of the dark stuff. The man
Fair
taps
enough.
his fingers.
Don't be a
All
stranger.
even be. We'd find another man to tell that we are the law. Because we need people to know that that's the case.
The worn and beaten wooden planks of the bench.
We can sit on benches after we've solved the murder.
Yeah, we aren't allowed to have a sit down. Didn't think we'd be able to. Worth having a look. Got a fair few boxes and such down here.
There's a pile of cheap sunglasses in a small box, a variety of shapes and colors.
You like sunglasses, officer? I've got the latest styles right here.
These
I'll have a
are
look
all
through.
boring. Boring third-rate ho-hum sunglasses made of cheap Syrahese plastic, the kind of plastic that melts in the sun. Those UV stickers are almost certainly just there for the show. If anything, these lenses probably direct more UV light into your pupils. A UV magnifier.
Alright, so they're
These are all
not great.
first-rate sunglasses. Premium design, superb material, very cool, UV resistant. These will definitely keep your eyes safe and cool while doing your dangerous police
Do
work.
need a pair of sunglasses though if I'm going to be a cool, famous cop. Let's have a look. I see a pair of water blue shades. Pricing on the left temple says sub-insulindic rendezvous. The frame appears to be hand carved out of bone.
Oh, very Very interesting choice, officer. Very high culture.
First time his voice trails off as he watches me inspect.
This is how a sea monster sees the world. You've become a sea monster. Giant, hidden, and strangely tender at heart. All is blue. Alright, but these actually make your vision worse. It's like literally being underwater.
Like being underwater.
Officer, you look so cool. And they can be yours for a mere 3 real. My regular customers have passed them all up because they've got no taste. But you found them.
The lieutenant shakes his head and steps back, eyes narrowed in a thorough examination. It's a case to him.
You look like a musician. Like a blind musician. But you could do worse. Take them if you want.
Okay. Sure, minus perception, but better in Land Empire.
A man who knows his style.
I'll do it.
Much respect.
That sounds good to me. I'm now very cool looking with some glasses. Possibly ask for more. Investigate everything around here, I might as well. I've got this box and that other box behind the man. Guess have a look at them.
There are clothes inside. Cheap second-hand clothes, smelling of strangers' body odors.
Don't be shy. These are premium class clothes. Good quality fabrics, best retro design. Save the economy with your style.
Thinking
officer.
it's probably fine without.
That sounds off.
Yeah, no, I'll leave it be. Is this Heart's by any chance?
Defeated speakers, thralls, slaves basically, perched atop them like conquerors surveying the land. A pair of found, durable wear sneakers, ultra series.
I can see you with taste for luxury, officer. Can't keep your eyes off those sneakers?
These once respectable speakers have been conquered, reduced to a mere prop by the indomitable found ultras atop them.
No, don't look at the speakers, officer. Look at the sneakers. The sneakers are
Yeah,
the stars,
the
eh?
sneakers aren't even going to be that good. They're little speakers.
No, don't pity them, officer. These are old Samaran garbage. Don't even look at them. Check out these super cool, fun ultras instead.
Samaran trash. That sounds like they're from the Samaran People's Republic, produced under the dictatorship of the proletariat.
No way, officer. These aren't for sale. They're bad speakers. Low-fi socialist junk.
Yes, I might be a lo-fi socialist
No,
junk
officer.
myself.
You're a high-class policeman who accepts nothing
Yeah.
less than the best. Lucky for you, I've got the best on sale.
You don't know what I am, I don't even know it myself. I want the
Well,
speakers.
If you want them, but see, they are the pedestal for my sneakers. If I let go of the speakers, where will the sneakers go? I can't leave premium lifestyle sneakers on the ground. If, on the other hand, you wanted to buy the sneakers too, I could maybe throw in the speakers for a little extra. 50 cents?
Damn, so you have to buy the sneakers first.
I don't know why I want the speakers, but I have to have a look.
The design is impossibly sleek and simple. A futuristic silhouette with a sleek monochrome colorway, a jet black upper, and a silver-lined midsole.
Those sneakers, mister. Those sneakers are the latest found sneakers. Super air, super fine, super cool. Only 50 real.
That is a rip-off.
That's madness.
It's a complete and utter rip-off.
Culture. We're the future. You remember the slogan from some magazine?
Not even very good. Like, I'm maybe gonna come back for him another time. I'll talk to the man himself actually before I go.
A Samaran street vendor surrounded by a motley assemblage of goods. When he realizes you're looking at him,
Can I
his face
buy the
breaks
man?
into a wide, welcoming grin. The name
think so.
Silen is embroidered over his breast pocket.
Happy shopping, officer. Everything's cool here. Everything's cool. The goods are cool. The customers are cool. The place is cool. And one more thing, officer. You're very cool. Bang, 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 bang.
I love this guy. Why are the characters in this? Just such characters. I mean, great.
Oh, yes. You got style. You got personal style. You know what you like. You like premium
Style
menswear.
down the bottom left.
Look around and browse. Everything looks cool on a guy like you.
Don't be distracted by the flattery and funny man act. Questions.
Sweden's give me some money.
No
Let's
need
see.
to dress this one up. Just tell him what you want.
Oh, okay. But why, officer? Ah, yes. Money is very
Didn't quite
important.
work, sadly.
Are you trying to ask for a bribe? If so, you're not doing a very good job.
Sorry, detective.
Oh, that didn't work. I'll just leave. Yeah, seeing that there actually reminds me, I need to go talk to a man, get a key for the bin, don't I? Go back to the bartender standing. Should be up here? Yeah, here's the door. I go into here, hopefully I can actually make some progress, because I have just been looking around, observing things. I mean, I've been enjoying myself, but it's hardly been the most exciting for people to watch, I'd imagine. Talk to her now, because she was saying I should wait for my
Hello
partner.
again, sweetie. I see you've met up with your colleague.
The lieutenant nods politely. Wait, who's Sweetie?
Why,
Who's
you are,
Sweetie, lovely?
And
Maybe I
have
am.
you found anyone to be
Yes.
sweet to?
I'm not the mating rituals this time around. Yeah.
The mating rituals aren't the good part, sweetie. I know it's none of my business, but you look like you need someone to take care of you.
I really do down there.
I suppose all of us do at one time or another. I don't know what I'd do without Morel. You must forgive me. I'm getting so scatterbrained. I completely forgot to introduce myself. I'm Lena. My husband Morel and I are staying with our friend Gary just down the street, but I come here for tea when they're away.
This
Lovely
Lena
old
is
woman.
wacky enough for the motley crew. Hire her on the spot.
I can just actually hire her. How'd you like to roll me? Wheelchair partner in fighting crime. Riddling backyards of corpses.
Sequence killers? Oh my. But I think you already have a partner,
Oh, boo. We can't
A
replace
partner
him.
who needs you to help him get a corpse down from a tree.
Of course, I forgot I had
Yes,
you.
and it seems to me that you do well to stick close to him. He has the look of an upstanding officer of the law, someone you can lean on, and, sweetie, you are looking unsteady. And even if he weren't there, I don't think you'd have much use for me.
3 heads are
Thank
better
you,
than
but
2.
Martinez isn't the most wheelchair-accessible place, you see. I'd slow you down. Perhaps another time.
Alright, I'm gonna
Of
go.
course, dear.
That's fine. I'm not asking people straight up for money. That's not something I'm gonna do. I'm not giving in.
Can I help you?
There's a trash container at back
Mine?
here.
No, it belongs to the Whirling in Rags.
Thank you for clearing that up. Why do you keep the container locked?
Why? To keep the hobos and drunks out. That's why. And the neighbors too. They put their trash there and they don't pay for the garbage company.
I thought as much. And are you the only party with access to the trash container?
Well, yes. Us and the garbage disposal company.
It seems a little callous, doesn't it? Something stirs in you.
Wonder what the
Prod it
feeling
and
is.
Find out.
Told you I am a hobo, or soon to be one, rummaging through that trash while you keep me out too. Does it seem a little callous? Regarding your leftovers from the poor.
Callous? What are you? Kras Mazov? Almost all establishments in Revachol keep their trash locked. The whirling in rags is not special in that regard.
Krasmazov, nom de guerre, was an economist and a historical materialist. He was a leading figure on the Grad side of the Centennial Revolution, where he headed the 9-day government. Mazov is considered the father of scientific communism, Mazovian thought, or Mazovianism.
Maybe I am
What are
Krasmazov.
we talking about? Was this not about the trash container?
No, wait. What if I am?
We should return to the case of your mistaken identity at a later time, officer. This was about the trash container.
What for? Mazov? Are you planning to nationalize my trash container?
It concerns the case. Please cooperate.
Just bring them back once you're done, please.
Alright. Okay.
Hey.
What was Rhetoric saying?
Yes, you. Word on the street is you're ready to start building communism again.
Yes! Yes! I want to!
Yes, you're ready to start building communism again. You've built it before. They've built it before.
This is amazing.
Hasn't really worked out yet. But neither has love. Should we just stop building love, too?
Can't argue
So,
with that, no.
what about
That's
all that
solid.
communism you've promised to build? Word on the street is you've woken up from 1,000 years of slumber, promising to erect a version of communism many times greater